Today's the final day of the Team Go Rocket takeover, and I really want to get more shiny shadows before this is over. So we're starting off the video with a Sierra here, and unfortunately no golden nugget from her. The leaders seem a tad more sparse today, at least in my area. When I turned on the radar, I could barely see any of them at all, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky and get ourselves another shiny shadow today. I mostly just want to get them so that I can remove frustration from them. Not that it really matters that much, but I like having all the shiny shadows without frustration. So let's head out and see what happens, and maybe we'll get lucky. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Arlo, I really just need one more, and I'm just not getting it. Yesterday, though, I did get a 303, which was a 98%, which is cool and all. Not that it really matters because it's an A-palm, but all things considered, it's the best IV'd one I've ever seen, so that was kind of fun. Speaking of 98%, though, I do have this Nihilego that I got somewhat recently, and check out the IVs on this thing. Obviously, it's a 98, but it's a 15, 14, 15. I really did not expect it to be that good, and I'm thinking, let's max this thing out. Not all the way to level 50, though, admittedly. We're just gonna go to 40 for now, just because there's a little bit more time. There's always a chance that we could get ourselves, you know, a Shundo, though it's a very low chance, but you know, lucky trades exist. So it looks like 220 candy is what we're gonna have to do. So boom, there we go. And it's gonna become a 3,940. That is really awesome. I'm really happy to have this thing. And to be honest with you, I do have enough XLs to probably max this thing. And if I do get a Shundo in the future, I would probably be able to get enough XLs in order to do that. But for now, we're keeping it as a 40. And for the moves, it has Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb, which is probably the best moveset on it. I think you also want to have Rock Slide if you want to do like PvP. But this thing is predominantly a poison type attacker, which is really good for raids. Maybe spending all that dust will help out with getting us a shiny shadow. This one was not a shiny, of course. Come on, Arlo. There are just a lot of Arlos today. Number 3 in a row. Not shiny, 274. Arlo number 4 in a row. Come on, man. Arlo number 5 in a row. Still not pink, 263. To break up the Arlo action with a little bit of Sierra, and she did not bring a golden Geodude. 253, not exactly the best, but whatever. As I mentioned before, unfortunately, this Pokemon's also not that useful. Another chance at a golden, beautiful rock. It's not, though, 259. Sierra, number 3 in a row, is still not golden, 261. Sierra, number 4 in a row, still no gold, 259. And here's the 5th Sierra in a row. A lot of them over here on the other side of the interstate, 255. Maybe if we just keep chaining these, it'll work, even though I know chaining isn't a thing in this game. Sierra, number 6 is still not yellowish gold. Sierra, lucky number 7 in a row right here. Not lucky enough, though, and definitely not lucky with those IVs either. Fantastic. And finally, we found an Arlo to break the Sierra streak. He didn't bring a shiny with him, 272. And luckily, this Sierra was in the shade, which is definitely needed right now. She didn't bring a shiny in the shade, though. And another Sierra in more shade. This shade is so needed right now. Come on, Sierra. I'm begging you. And now it's time to hatch our first batch of eggs in this video, and hopefully they'll turn out to be good. Got a full set of 12, but before I hatch them, I will say that yesterday I hatched 2 batches. Nothing really came out of them, but the second batch had 7 freaking Panchams out of the 12. So hopefully this one will have a shiny one in it, because out of all those 7, none of those were shiny. Number 1, oh, that's not a good start. Number 2, not much better. Clearly we used a lot of luck on that one batch with all the Panchams. Number 3 is the Dino, oh boy. Number 4, please be something that I want to see. It's, well, closer. 5, there we go, much better. Now we just need to see that, but brown with number 6. Oh, so close. Number 7 is a Salandit, I'm okay with that. 8 is gonna be Scraggy again. 9's gonna be a Pawniard. 10 is a Sandile. 11 is another Sandile. And the final egg is gonna be a Pancham that isn't shiny. Come on, man. Let's just check these IVs and see if we got anything really good in here, but it's looking like a whole bunch of no's at the moment. Sometimes we do get lucky, though, but this time we are not lucky. Oh well, let's keep going. Now that those eggs are done, let's get more of these eggs and check these shiny shadows. This is not a shiny shadow, though, 269. Want to see at least one today. That's the goal, to see at least one today. This one took a while to find, but we did get an Arlo, and it was a huge monkey, but sadly not a shiny one. Man, that would have been amazing. This is like the first huge one that we've seen in quite some time when it comes down to a leader Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. It is honestly the best feeling when you find a nice shady spot with some wind blowing on you, especially when you're covered in sweat. Sierra, please. Arlo next to the baseball game. Didn't bring a pink monkey to the baseball game. I completely botched a take with the Sierra back there, but this is 2 Sierras in a row right now, so no yellow. I was really hoping that small delay was it loading in. There's a really good breeze right here. I am loving it, but I'm not loving that. Arlo again. Come on, Arlo, buddy, old palo chum. Oh, buddy, old palo chum. I decided to sit down for a little bit because it's been a lot of walking. Plus, it's very shady here, and it looks like there might be like a minor storm coming in, so there's a little bit of air like flow. But there was a Sierra right here, and she didn't bring a shiny with her here either. My goodness. This shiny shadow grind has been rough on me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we got very lucky in the very very beginning, but ever since, these things have literally hated me. Hopefully we will be able to get one today. But for 2 seconds, I'm just gonna sit around and kind of relax, but then we're gonna get back on the grind. The 6 p.m. balloon has arrived, which means we only have 2 hours left in this event to get rid of frustration on any potential shiny shadow. But with the balloon came Arlo, so no pink monkey in the balloon, but it is weather boosted. I actually have no idea what a good weather boost is, though I do believe 441 is not the greatest, so yeah, probably not gonna show you the IVs on this one. And another Arlo at the park. Come on, Arlo, buddy, old palo chum. I just need you to stop being stingy and give me that pink monkey. Our third Arlo, my goodness. Ooh, 494 though. That's the biggest one I've seen. If this turns out to be really good, I'll show you. Okay, you know what? That's actually not half bad. Check it out. It's a 14, 14, 14. Not as good as my 98, but so sad this wasn't shiny. I would have purified that immediately to get the Shundo. And our fourth Arlo in a row just does not like me at all. I was very close to losing to this Sierra, like almost just right there. Doesn't matter though for our hard efforts. We don't get the shiny for it. This Sierra is gonna have no yellow and a 441. To be honest with you, I don't think I've gotten a single good Geodude, whether it be weather boosted or non-weather boosted, which again, it's fine. It's not exactly the best Pokemon, but it's still a little weird. Another Sierra. I don't know why these things are clumping up so much. Oh, and she got a shiny. Thank you. 443 shiny shadow. We actually got one today. Oh man, let's go. Again, 443 is not good, but I do not care. This is literally at 628, almost 630 basically. And there we go. It has been caught. We'll check the IVs just for fun. It is, well, it's got a 14 in attack. That's kind of cool. Let's quickly go to items and go to our charge TMs and get rid of frustration. Awesome. But now that we got this guy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take you back in time real quick. Hello, people of the future. JT of the past here, and I'm sure you can hear it, but it is really bad out there. Man, I hope that wasn't close, because that's gonna suck. But on the upside, ladies and gentlemen, we did get a shiny shadow Geodude, so that's neat. This is our second one ever. You know what? No, I want to get this with the sparkles in the middle, and of course, what the heck was... What? What is this? I have never had this kind of glitch before. That's amazing. Oh, there we go. He's back to normal. Let's do that one more time. There we go. Boom, in the middle. Love that. So let's get ourselves a nice pineapple on this thing. It is a guaranteed catch, but I have never seen that glitch before. Like, I've seen it where he's, like, been looking a little bit to, like, the side or something, but I have never seen it like that, where it's just facing the complete wrong direction. That was really funny. Now, this is a 263. It's not the best, but it's better than our first one, and it's got a 14 in attack. Awesome. I'm happy that we got this thing. I'm still gonna keep going once this eventually lightens up. It should really soon. We have a tropical depression very close by, but the bands of the storm are hitting Florida right now. So yeah, gonna have to deal with this probably for the next 2 weeks or so. Not really 2 weeks, I'd say next week or so. But either way, we can't let the rain stop us. We gotta keep grinding, and of course, we got rewarded for it, so that's awesome. But on that note, I'm gonna put my camera back in my backpack down there and get the umbrella out and keep going. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially completed the Shiny Shadow Geodude set, and as we can see right here, we got the 3 of them. Let's just take a look at their IVs and see which one we're gonna go all the way with. This one's definitely not going to be the Golem. Let's go with this one. It's got 14 in attack, and this one's just slightly better, so I'm thinking we'll do the weather boosted one. So let's turn this one into first a Graveler, just to see what it looks like. I think with the dark aura and the fact that it turns a little darker when it's shiny is going to make it look pretty good, but I would say out of all the shinies, the Geodude's the best, right? I mean, it's the golden nugget. It looks great. I kind of wish it kept the gold throughout, but there we go. There is our Shiny Shadow Graveler. Pretty cool. But we're not gonna have it for long, because clearly we got to turn this thing into a Shiny Shadow Golem, so there we go. I love how it says, you know, if you traded this, it wouldn't cost you anything, which in the main series games is how these things would evolve, but you cannot trade Shadow Pokemon, so I'm sure it would take too much for them to be able to fix that. But anyways, there we go. Shiny Shadow Golem. We are officially done with the set. And there we have all 3 of them. We've got the Golden Nugget followed by the Brown Graveler. I mean, it's all right. It's a decent shiny. And then we've got the Golem, which admittedly, out of all of them, is probably the least striking. I really do wish that it kept the golden colors of the Geodude, but in the end of the day, I'm just glad that we're done with the set there. Now all we gotta do is get one more of these guys, and we don't have to touch leaders ever again, minus the fact that I still need a shiny Pancham, so probably we'll have to do a few more of those, but it would be far less of them every day, just because I will only need eggs at that point. Honestly, seeing these Sierras would have been awesome if I hadn't just completed the set, but there is an Arlo literally right here that I just drifted out of range of. Let's give it 2 seconds. seconds. Yeah, there it is. Like, literally, we were right on it. So hopefully we can pick him up real soon. Come on, buddy. There we go. Let's beat him up. Gonna be very honest here. I did not play this one very well, and I thought I was about to lose, to be honest with you, but he didn't have a shiny. No back-to-backs, which is fine. I mean, in the end of the day, I'm glad that we're just down to one, and we still have an hour and 20 minutes left until this event is up, so there is a solid chance that we, nope, not using the Master Ball. Let's get back there and use that Nanab. But like I was saying, before having that miniature heart attack, we do have a decent shot of getting it, so we'll see what happens. Arlo, buddy, this is the last one I need of them all, please. Oh, no, 464. Another Arlo by the train station. Yep, figured as much. 470. Leaders are really thinning out right now because where I'm about to head, there's not a lot of stops, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky and there might be some clusters over there. Worst comes to worst, we're not getting the A-Palm today, but I really cannot complain since we've completed the one set. This Arlo took a little bit to find, but he didn't bring a shiny with him over here either, and this one's really bad. Cool. And now it's finally time to hatch 12 more of these eggs. Let's see what happens. Number 1 is a Salandit. Number 2 is a Dino. Number 3, Absol. Oh my goodness, come on, give me some Panchams in here. 4 is gonna be another Absol. That's supposed to be one of the hardest things to hatch. 5's gonna be, that's also supposed to be hard to hatch. Come on. Halfway point with number 6 is another Salandit. Lucky number 7? Well, I mean, kind of lucky, but not quite. 8, what are you? Another Salandit. Man, there are a lot of Salandits in here. Number 9 is a Larvitar. 10's gonna be a Pawniard. 11, what are you? A Sandile. This batch was not good. I mean, like, it was okay, but it could have been better. Number 12, yeah, Larvitar. Man, that was not a great batch. Let's check some IVs and some genders, because this is a male Salandit, so that's not gonna be able to evolve. Wow, of course, a 98 friggin' Absol. Figures there. There's another male Salandit. Let's keep going. The Pawniard there, the Absol, yada yada. Yeah, it's not looking like anything too good here, and every single one of those Salandits were males. We only have just a little over 20 minutes left in this event, so we'll see what happens here. This one's not it, sadly, 455. There's only so many leaders around me, so we'll see what happens. We have 7 minutes left in this event. This is possibly the last Arlo I'm gonna be able to find, so yes, let's go! There's no way. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished it with literally the last one I needed. Bam! Oh, man, and it's not bad either. It's 480 something. Highly doubt this would be able to be purified into a Shundo, but it is what it is. It's actually pretty decent, all things considered. 482 is gonna be a 15750. Okay, yeah, no, I'm totally down with that. That's cool. And just in case I forget, let's go to items. Let's go to the charge TMs. Get rid of frustration. Yes, there we go. Perfect. And here we have R2. We've got this one right here, which is a, let's see, 8-615. And then we've got the 15-615. So yeah, I'm thinking this one should probably be the Ambipom, to be honest with you. So let's do it. Let's evolve it, use the Sinnoh Stone. Completely forgot that we had to use one of those on that. I'm glad I didn't get rid of all of those, though I usually hold on to a lot of more items that I really shouldn't have. A lot of people comment on my bag space often, asking me why I have so much of certain things. But anyways, boom, Shiny Shadow Ambipom. We are done. We have got every shiny shadow that this event had to offer, including the Aerodactyl, technically. And though I don't know the exact number of liters I had to do for it, that was the shortest I've ever had to do this for, though. In terms of days, I mean, like from the start of the event to the end of the event, we actually beat it before the end of the event, which is insanely lucky. So if you haven't already smashed that subscribe button yet, please do. I still cannot believe that it only took 4 days to complete these sets. But with that being said, we're gonna be wrapping up the video here. Let me know in those comments down below, how many shiny shadows have you managed to get if you're hunting for them. And again, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and if you're really enjoying the content and you wanna see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.